What's up, friends and family, and welcome to another video today where I'm going to be starting a brand new mini series on how to launch products on Amazon. So if you are selling on Amazon right now, or if you're hoping to sell on Amazon one day, then make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to be sharing with you over these next few videos the secrets and the keys of how I launch products, having launched over 20 products in multiple different marketplaces across Amazon. And if you're someone who wants to build a business that's going to create for them financial freedom, that it's going to free you up from the grip that money so easily places over our time, then make sure you do hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you know every time I upload some video that's going to help you do exactly that. All right, let's get into this video. Alright guys, welcome to the video today where we're going to be talking all thing Amazon product launches. I'm going to split this up into like a mini series about how to launch a product on Amazon, and here's where we're going with the mini series. Number one, part one today is going to be the foundations of a successful launch in 2019. What do you need to understand? What do you need to set up? What do you need to get right to create the foundations for a great launch in 2019? And then in the next couple of days, part two is going to be released, which is all about analyzing the various launch methods that are available to you right now to launch a product on the Amazon platform. We're going to break down the pros and cons of each one, when you should choose each one and when you shouldn't, and so on and so forth. And then finally, in part three, following that up, is going to be lessons from 20 plus launches. I've done over 20 launches now in multiple different marketplaces across Amazon, and there's a whole bunch of lessons that I've learned that I've documented for you. I'm going to be sharing that with you in part three of this series. So that's where we're going with this mini series. Let's start with part one then, the foundations of a successful launch in 2019. You see, one of the amazing things about selling on the Amazon platform is the user base, right? Here's some stats taken from SimilarWeb for December's usage of the Amazon.co.uk website. This is the UK based Amazon website. They had over 500 million hits in 1 month, which is just crazy, right? It's absolutely insane. Month of December, of course, is going to be busier than any other month in the year, but still they had over 500 million hits in 1 month. It also shows here that the average pages per visit was nearly 10 pages. Let's take a huge assumption and say that half of those pages were product pages. Maybe the other half were, I don't know, checkout pages, terms and conditions, news articles, I don't know, whatever. Let's just say half of them are product pages. That means that there were over 2.5 billion product views on the Amazon.co.uk website in the month of December alone. That's 40 product views for every single person that is alive and breathing in the UK right now. That is just insanity. The traffic levels on Amazon are huge. You'll see here also from SimilarWeb that Amazon is actually the 5th highest traffic website in the UK. The stats show that it's also Amazon.com is the 5th highest traffic website in the US. And Amazon.com is actually the 12th largest website, the 12th highest traffic producing website globally. It's insane, right? That the numbers, the levels of customers visiting Amazon, people shopping for products on Amazon is unreal, unprecedented. But you know, it provides us with an incredible opportunity, because what we don't need to do is find customers. What we actually need to do is ensure that our customers can find our products on the Amazon platform. And that is what we're talking about today. When we're talking about launching a product, it's all about visibility. Our goal when launching a product, our goal when taking our product and launching it to the masses is to gain visibility. Now, before we get to understanding how we get that visibility, there's a few things that I'm assuming, right? If you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you are going to be launching a product soon, or you're about to launch a product, or you want to have a better experience of launching a product after maybe a failed product launch in the past. Well, I'm assuming those things because there's a lot of work that needs to happen before launching a product. Where we often come unstuck is actually the work before the launch, right? Maybe we have launched a product and we think that the product launch was a failure, when actually it was the product research phase that didn't quite go to plan, and that we've sourced a product that is substandard. It's not a great product. And you can launch as well as you want, you can have the most amazing launch, but if you're not creating a great product, then it's going to be difficult to make that launch really stick. If we can run a great launch, but if we haven't determined our competition or created a great listing, we might run a great launch to get us lifted up and get us some visibility on the Amazon platform. But because of these factors, we might then again fall away because people don't continue to buy our product. And the same can be said for reviews too. If we don't have reviews, but all of our competitors do, then again, we can launch really well, but then actually sticking after we launch may not be as easy as we had hoped. And so I'm making a lot of assumptions here that these are already in place for you. If they're not, if you are a beginner, I'd encourage you just to check out my tutorial. I've uploaded a full tutorial, step-by-step, how to sell on Amazon in 2019, which you can check out up here or in the description below. Make sure you go through all of that before you try and launch a product, because these steps really do need some training and some development to get them right, to make sure your launch can be as successful as possible. But once these are done, really the next phase is make or break. The next phase is critical to your Amazon success. So let's take a look. All right, this here is some Amazon listings on the Amazon, a screenshot from the Amazon app. I've searched for the term Bluetooth headphones. And remember I said what we're trying to achieve with our product launch is visibility. You see these products here, what they have is visibility. What they have when the hundreds of thousands of people each and every month are coming to Amazon are searching for Bluetooth headphones, these guys have worked hard and have managed to get their product listing to a place of visibility for that keyword. And so what we want to try and do with our products is to replicate this and gain visibility and appear as high up on the search results as we possibly can. The reality is only a tiny percentage of people will actually go past the first page results in order to find a product on Amazon. 99.9% of people are going to look in that first set of results and are going to buy something from there, which is why it's so important that we get this thing here, visibility. This is the goal of our launch. And so I can already hear you asking, well, how do I get visibility, Benny? Like if I'm a new product, I'm just launching on Amazon, how do I get that visibility? Well, the answer to that is keyword ranking. You see here, as I've typed in Bluetooth headphones, the reason these products are appearing is because they are what we call in the Amazon industry ranking for those keywords. They're ranking highly for those keywords, which means that they are appearing high in those listings for that keyword. When a customer comes and searches this term here, then this product is ranking number 1, this one number 2, this one number 3. They have a set order of ranking, and Amazon ranks them there for because of a number of factors. But one of the key factors that we're going to focus on and talk about in this launch is coming up. So here we go, the road to visibility, right? How do we get that visibility that we crave in order to be able to sell our products organically? Number 1, we need visibility. So we gain this by keyword ranking, which I talked about before, which is where you sit in the ranking and in the order when someone searches for a certain term. And how we get keyword ranking is from something called sales velocity. Sales velocity. So the whole focus of our launch is velocity. The goal is visibility, but the focus in order to get there is velocity. Now, what I need you to know is that Amazon is not a magic button. Amazon is not just some magic recipe that if you just put your listing on Amazon that you're immediately going to get sales. If you're one of the lucky few people that lists a product and instantly gets sales on Amazon, don't think that it will happen the second time over, because you probably just got super lucky. Because the majority of products on Amazon, in order to sell organically, are going to need to have some kind of launch, some kind of process that you put in place in order to gain that visibility that you so desire. So in order to get this visibility that we don't have initially, what we need to do to get the keyword ranking is to stimulate some velocity. And now what do I mean by stimulate velocity? Well, simply this, that we manufacture sales, that we create sales numbers by doing things with our products that make it more attractive. So we either reduce the price or we sell at a discount. What is a most commonly used method in the Amazon space is giving products away for 60, 70, 80, 90% off in order to get the keyword ranking. And now often as new sellers, when we hear about things like giveaways, like deep discounts, we start to worry about losing money and how this is going to affect our bottom lines, which is completely understandable, and I hear your concerns. One thing to note is in the next video we'll talk all about what approach to take depending on different budgets that you may have and how aggressive or how conservative you are. But what I would say and encourage you to think about is to treat this like an investment. At this stage of your selling process, it's an investment in your future success. You see, if we get this right, if we do this stage right and build upon previous stages of this business doing this well, then it can actually lead to us having a product that takes very little maintenance in the long term. All we'll need to do is reorder and just manage the listing over the long term, and it can keep bringing us in a consistent amount of revenue every single month. And so whilst it can be at times painful to think about the investment that you're making up front, actually the rewards that you reap on the back end are worth that investment many times over. So what we're talking about today is stimulating velocity with discounted sales, promotions and advertising, and that creates, because of those sales that then start to come through your listing, all of a sudden what Amazon does is it attributes ranking to your product. As long as you've got those keywords, which we'll talk about keyword research in the next video, as long as you've got the right keywords, as long as you've got them in the right places like your title, your bullet points and your description, Amazon will actually give you some ranking juice. They will actually lift the ranking of your product based on those keywords every time you get a sale. It's like sales are the drugs that fuel the system of Amazon. They give it that juice that it needs, right? And so every time you get a sale, it causes that little bit of lift organically. And so when you get the right velocity of sales, which we'll talk about, actually you'll get the right kind of visibility that will lift you all the way to page 1. Okay, just some factors to consider ahead of part 2 being released. Here's some things I want you to be thinking about when you go into launching your product. First thing is your objective. What's your objective with this? In my training program, the Amazon Masters, in the first module, we have a lesson that's all about establishing your why. Like, why are you doing this business? What is your goal? Because your end goal will actually influence how you approach things in this business. And the same is true when you're launching a product. What your end goal is will actually determine how you go about launching your product. Are you trying to rank a product quickly? Are you trying to launch something super quick? Are you wanting to do it on the most conservative budget you possibly can? Are you trying to launch a product that's got potential to have huge revenue, or are you just kind of trying to drip feed something in? Are you testing out? Are you do you know this is going to work and you're going all in on this product? What your objective is will determine so much of how you implement all of these things. Of course, again, your budget, which we'll go into more detail in the next video, but have a think. What's my budget for this process? Do I have a whole lot of funds to put into this, or do I have the bare minimum? What could I spare in advertising cost and launch expenses to really get my product ranked? Remember, if our product can make 3, 4, 5, 10,000 pounds of revenue a month, you just got to think long term, how much am I willing to invest right now in order to see that happen in the future? And then, of course, your inventory levels. If you've got 100 units in stock, of course, there's no point doing a promotional campaign for 50 units because you're going to not have many units left, right? But if you've got 1,000 units in stock, then you can maybe do a promotional run with 100 or 200 units that's going to really provide for you the visibility that you're after. So these factors, objective, budget, and inventory, these factors are going to determine our target keywords and our launch strategy, which is what we're going to look at in the next video. So a recap of today's video: when launching a product, our focus is velocity, sales velocity, manufacturing, creating that sales velocity with discounts and promotions and other promotional ideas, because it's that velocity that's going to lead us to keyword ranking, which brings us to our goal, which is visibility on the Amazon platform, so we can make continual sales thereon after. In the next video, we're going to look at various different launch methods, when you should use them, how you use them, and how to go about it. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. If you want some more information about how I can help you on the journey, on your Amazon journey to success, make sure you check out the information for the Amazon Masters in the description below. It's 50% off for a limited time, and it is a program where I've distilled all of the knowledge I've built up over the last few years selling online, created a six-figure business selling on Amazon, and now I'm offering that help and support to you. It comes with one-to-one email support. It comes with a couple of coaching calls for a limited time only. So make sure you do check it out. If I can help you in any way, I would love to do that. If you want to build businesses that free you up from the grip that money places over time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit my ugly mug in that picture below, and hit subscribe to make sure you follow up on the journey and see how all of this unfolds. I've got some more great content coming for you soon. Stay tuned for part 2 and 3 of this mini series, and I will see you in the next video real soon.